From London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Welcome to It Takes Two. It may be the final of the Great British Bake Off tonight, but Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood aren't the only ones with some showstoppers ready to come out of the oven. Don't believe me? Check out the green room. Here to tickle your fondant fancy, Judge Rinder and Oksana. Fine, the pair of them. And hoping to rise to the top after a dramatic week, Laura and Giovanni are here. Get that foot on the table, rest that ankle, lady. And joining them, a man who never sugarcoats his dance critique, Ian Waits. What is he doing to that wand? Plus, the icing on the cake. Which of our pros will be transporting us to Spain for a Paso Doble masterclass? Who could it be? I can't wait. But first, their high-energy jive had everyone jumping out of their seats at the weekend. And frankly, I was exhausted just watching it. It's Judge Rinder and Oksana.
You weren't just dancing, you were erupting.
You danced with tempestuous abandon. However, for me, it was a little bit flat-footed.
Your enthusiasm obviously takes over and gets a little bit carried away, but I loved it.
At Ease Soldier, Judge Rinder and Oksana. I know. I never know if I'm doing the right hand. The judge, well done on Saturday, opening the show, and it's just so joyous to watch you out there. The enthusiasm, the energy, it's unbelievable. Tempestuous abandon.
He meant joyous abandon.
Exactly, that's what he meant. And so you were erupting out on the dance floor. I think it was Bruno said that. I know for a fact you adored this dance, didn't you?
Loved it. It was just so much fun, wasn't it? I mean, that's the thing, honestly, when you're sort of dancing to the music and enjoying it, it's like nothing else. And that's why I thanked Oksana at the end of it, because I got the opportunity for a minute and a half to have so much fun. I was enjoying it. It was exactly that. It was a sort of twinkly eruption.
Twinkly eruption. My favourite kind of eruption. All the people watching at home adored it as well, especially Louise from Belfast. She wrote in saying, I want to go on a night out with Judge Rinder to bust some moves. He has a pair of kipper hips on him.
Kipper hips?
Kipper hips. I'm assuming that's a good thing.
I don't know. What do you mean?
Kipper hips for a woman doesn't sound quite
No, it doesn't, does it?
Anyway, she loves you. And we know how fit you are. Last week you impressed us with your press-ups. We've seen the torso and the energy. And then you pull out the one-handed cartwheel.
Cartwheel, I know.
When did you learn to do that? Have you done that since you were a boy?
I've been paying for it, I have to tell you afterwards.
Oh, dear.
No, I've been walking around sort of a bit like John Wayne this week as a result.
Oh, no.
Yes.
When did he tell you that he could do that, Oksana?
He just likes to surprise me, and I'm very pleasantly surprised, and that's a plus, putting that in routine right away.
I know, and you've put that out. We've had a flick. I can't wait to see what else you're going to pull out the bag. And congratulations, finally, you break the curse of 27. You get 29 points, which is good. You looked a little bit sort of, you know, were you pleased with that or a little disappointed?
We'd like to have broken, you know, the 30 barrier. I'm hoping for that, you know, in my life as well. You know what I mean? But I think...
I can't wait to be 30.
Yes. Poor Craig, as I said on the night, and I meant it, you know, there's so much going on under there. I don't think he could find the right paddle.
I know.
But which was sad. I thought that was a little bit low scoring of him, because I definitely thought we'd improved that week.
Yes.
So I thought that was a bit unfair. Yeah, so we wanted to break 30.
OK, what are you thinking about Craig? Because he's just giving you, you know, 6 all the time.
Yes, I think it was completely out of place, because we had definitely our best week emotionally and quality of our dancing. I'm so proud of the way he danced that jive. He knows how to count it, and he's just improved in my eyes so much.
Exactly. See, listen to, and also listen to Len, because he gave you an 8, and he said it was like the history of the jive. How much fun did you have putting that together, Oksana?
I know how much he loved that song, so I really tried to do a good job with it, and I can see it in his eyes that he enjoyed it a lot.
That means the world to me to get that sort of comment from Len, because, you know, the reason he is as he is because he's got such a breadth of knowledge. And I think people don't appreciate is that our teachers and our dance partners also choreograph the numbers as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, she loves the jive, Oksana, but also she knows so much about it. So you don't just learn how to dance, you learn a whole history of where it comes from and why. And it's that's why this whole thing is amazingly enriching and fantastic.
And
It's really
so many different steps. I mean, I was watching you. Ian was trying to teach me a little move earlier on, and I was shattered. I needed oxygen at the end of it, and that was one move. So, it's so good.
The adrenaline gets you through. So we'd done it a few times in rehearsal, and I was exhausted or gasping for breath. You know what I mean? When we did the Flintstone bung bongos, I could barely walk for an hour.
Bring those back.
I'm not sure it'll work in a rumba. And the point is that...
You never know.
But at the end of this dance, honestly, I could have run, round the block 50 times because I felt so energised by how much fun it was.
And that definitely is very infectious when you're watching it. Paso Doble this week. Now, is this going to be Matador or what's the matter, you? Hey, why are you looking so sad? Are you loving this? Yeah, just go with me. Are you loving the Paso Doble, or is it, is it being your friend?
Well, it's a challenging one because you have to be so specific. Oh, look at us. You have to be very, very specific.
Yeah.
The hands really do matter. Oh. And, I think my facial expressions, which emerge completely organically, in other words, I can't control them, I think are perfect for this dance.
Yes.
We'll see. I think I'm going to be... I'm definitely going to channel my inner bullfighting Butch.
OK, he's bringing the butch. I can't wait for this. It's Halloween.
Yes.
We have a theme. Each little dance tells a tale. What's your tale? Who are your characters?
Are we allowed to tell? Go on, yes. We can tell you. Go on.
Yes. I'm going to be a butterfly, and he is going to be a moth.
Oh.
Which is a male version of butterfly.
Yes, it's a male version of a
Very
butterfly.
Butch, very strong.
I think they might be slightly different, but yes.
It's not that.
It's not that. OK.
No, I told her that earlier, but never mind.
It's all right.
I don't want. Yes. I don't think that, but that's not true. But if I get too near the lights, it's not going to end well.
Oh gosh, no, please. It could be horrific.
Exactly.
You have been working on the face. We can see from training. Have a look.
Oh, have we?
Yes.
So, my paso face is sort of like this. Put that. I'm serious. That not it?
You look confused. I have a solution. We'll just put a full mask on your face.
Funny. Not funny. OK, that was a couple of days ago. Can you give us the paso face now? Bring the butch. Let's see.
I tried to do smouldering, but the difficulty is it turns out to be just a little bit angry.
OK. Angry's Matador.
Okay.
Angry works.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is that working for people? It's working for Paul, our floor manager. That's good. I love it. Listen, as Mariah said, spread your wings and prepare to fly because you have become a butterfly.
Oh, thank
good luck
you.
this weekend with your moth and butterfly routine. Judge Rinda and Oksana. I love that face. Now, Mr. Rinda here might be in charge in the courtroom, but when it comes to the training room, there is only one person of authority worth listening to. The wait is over. It's time for weights warm-up. It's Ian, everyone. Thank goodness. We can all breathe out and relax. We're gearing up for Halloween weekend. Are you going to be nice about our couples this week?
Of course I will.
OK. Oh, yes. Two faces. It's terrifying. Another dramatic weekend.
Yes.
Leslie went out. Were you sad about that?
Yeah, I was sad about that because I thought Leslie brought a great enrichness to the show. She gave it sprightliness. She gave it those really difficult steps. I thought she was great. It's such a shame she went.
I know. OK, well, onwards we go. We're going to start with Greg and Natalie this week. The judges were saying that Cha-Cha wasn't his dance. It wasn't his favourite. He's doing a Rumba this weekend to Evanescence, Bring Me to Life. Very dramatic. He likes this dance. Do you?
I like this song very much.
OK.
There are good parts and bad parts. He does good lines, which is great, and he does very good partnering when he's lifting, Natalie. It's fantastic. But there are places where from A to B he forgets to dance. So he'll do the lines good, and then from A to B he doesn't keep it moving.
Oh, it's like
which
continual
isn't good.
movement,
It's got to,
Rumba, isn't it?
Rumba's got to be continuous movement. He needs to keep those feet turned out.
OK.
And also there's a couple of places. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec.
Oh, it's out. Oh, I wondered wondered where that was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a few places.
Yeah.
Like here, he does 2 clonking great big heel leads.
No heels.
No heel leads in rumba at all.
So you've got to stroke the floor with
yeah,
your
you've got to
foot,
keep the
haven't you?
toe on
There
the
he
floor
goes, yeah.
as you do the step.
Oh,
Keep the toe on the
saucy.
floor, that's it.
That's how you do it. OK, Daisy and Aliash, bit of a shocker. Bottom 2, they have survived. And this week, Paso Doble for them. Is this looking good?
Yeah, do you know what, Zoe? There's not a great deal of footage here. It's about 10 seconds. But you can see that she's using a skirt a la sort of flamenco dancer, as a la sort of matador. I would like to see her... She's just about to go into a death
She is. She's
drop
going into
there,
the
by
death
looks of it.
drop. Love that.
I would like to see her get those elbows up and a little bit more resistance in the arms. Paso Doble is all about sort of resisting in the arms and like you're pushing through quicksand, basically.
Oh.
So it's quite strong and powerful, and you keep the arms curved as well with those spiky fingers on the end.
I'm liking where they're training, though. That looks a rather fancy place. OK, Louise
Maybe it's a living
and
room or
Kevin.
something.
Let's hope so. Louise and Kevin. Now, the judges keep saying they want to see the wow factor. Well, good timing for them because it's Halloween and they've got the Charleston, and this looks ace.
Yeah, this looks so good. You know, it's lots of side-by-side stuff, and I just think this suits her. She looks really comfortable. All these moves, looks like she's been doing it forever. And I think she comes from a bit of a hip-hop background, so she's done all that sort of
hip-hop background?
like street jazz sort of stuff, and it suits that Charleston. But what I noticed with her is, this is the first time we've really seen her engage with her face
Lovely,
in the dance.
happy face. I think she's actually naturally quite shy, and I think it takes a while, doesn't it, to bring that out on the dance floor.
Well, what are we, week 5, 6?
Yeah.
And it's starting to come out of her. I think this is going to be their best dance, and I think it's going to be top of the leaderboard.
Oh, it's just saying that.
Just putting myself out there, you know.
OK, we'll see if you're right on Saturday. Danny and Oti. Now, Len has described him as being consistently excellent. Can he maintain his high standards with his foxtrot this week, dancing to Hosier's Take Me to the Church?
Well, looking at this footage, Zoe, it sort of goes in and out. The holds all over the place. His footwork isn't consistent. He does some lovely steps. He does, if you see there, he does some... And you look at the way he uses his feet now. Beautiful foxtrot. And now lovely heel. And then that should have been a heel, so he misses that heel. And then he goes into pivots here, if you watch. Goes outside her, and then he should do a heel lead there. So that's like 2 heels that he's missed there. You know, it's foxtrot, and it's very precise with the footwork. And when you do a heel, you should do a heel and not a toe. And there are places where he's missing that, and his frame is all over the place. But I'm sure. I mean, we've torn him apart. I've just torn him apart now, but
he likes
it's
the challenge,
just
though.
it's great to see this because when you see him on Saturday, I'm sure Oti would have got that brilliantly.
Brilliant, and he will have worked so hard. OK, Anastasia earned her highest score with her quick step last week with Gorka, which was utterly brilliant. She's back in the training room with Brendan. She does appear to have a new vigour, I feel, in her dancing. Look at her go here with
Wouldn't
her
we
jive.
all, if we could just swap our partner for 1 week? It'd be great. But really light on her feet and nice bounce with a good energy. I think she's going to be... I think this is going to suit her, this dance. As you say, she's got a newfound energy. What I did notice was that she gets a little bit wide in the leg action when she's doing a chassis. So it starts to look a little bit country and western.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like this.
Like a hold down.
And like a hold down.
OK.
So just be careful. What she needs to do is she needs to make sure that those legs veer in towards each other so that you've got this feeling of veering in with the knees.
Yeah.
So you never get that sort of wide, I'm going to jump on my horse.
OK. Good work, though, from Anastasia. And finally, Ore and Joanne are doing a Charleston this weekend to I Want Candy by Bow Wow Wow. I had the single of that. Can he stay at the top of the leaderboard for a 3rd week with
Well, do you know what? What they're doing is they're doing a very bouncy, kicky sort of Charleston, which is very similar to the jive. So I think it will suit him down to the ground because he's already done jive 2 weeks ago and he was brilliant at it, wasn't he? He was outstanding. So I just see that step where they do this sort. It's like a Lindy Hop step.
OK.
But as you can see on the ends there, they're sort of doing a flexed foot.
Joanne's leg looks...
But I think that's a decision that they've made to do a flexed foot. So I thought we should try it.
OK.
What do you reckon? Can you do it in those boots?
We can give it a shot.
Kick
in,
down, out and out. down, kick, and faster, come on.
Oh, my Lord! Help, I'm going to have some kind of attack. Ian Waite.
I'll tell you what, that's hard work, isn't it?
It is hard work. As we know, it's Halloween this weekend, which means one thing, we get to play Dress Up. Ian, tomorrow, are you excited to find out what you're going to be wearing?
Yes, I'm really excited.
I know what it is. Tomorrow, he will be dressed up for your delight, people. You voted for it. Give it up for Ian Waite for now.
It's your fault.
Oh, my goodness. Our couples are all gearing up for this week's Strictly Spooky Spectacular. But are they finding training horrifying? We'll find out now how Greg and Natalie and Daisy and Aliash have been getting on.
I'm actually loving the Roomba. I've never got this far through a dance on the first session. I'm not saying it looks good yet, but I'm really enjoying it.
My challenge this week for Greg is to make sure that he's on great form. Push with the right footwork and some lovely hip action, he could do really, really well.
I need to weight the legs up properly and get them ready for what is hopefully going to be an epic Roomba.
Paso doble is, as I knew, very strong, but in practice it's a lot stronger.
Over. Daisy's learning the steps very quickly.
Lots of elbows up, which is really sore. Oh, still, my arms. The strength in your arms and having resistance against them is the most important in this particular dance.
Getting through the motions in Paso is quite easy, but doing them with intention and resistance is really hard. That was perfect.
Perfect. Now, I don't know about you, but watching all of that dancing has put me in the mood for a bit of a boogie myself. If only I had someone to dance with. That's what I'm talking about. Let's find out who's on my dance card tonight. Please welcome the one and only Pasha Kovalev. Hello, my darling. Welcome back. We've missed you. What have you been doing?
I missed you too, but I've been practicing hard, practicing for Children in Need.
With Helen Glover, the rower. Oh, she's amazing. Good luck with that. OK, you are doing my first dance card. You're going to tell us all about a particular dance, one of your favourites. What have you chosen?
It's Paso doble.
That's the one. Why do you love it so, Pasha?
I think it's such a strong and masculine dance, and it's always you have to be in character. And that's what I love about dancing, being in character.
You do. And what are the origins of the Paso doble?
A lot of people would be surprised, but Paso doble actually originated in France.
No.
Yes, they used Spanish music, but it was a social dance where people would march to the Spanish music that they use in bullfights. And then eventually it spread out around the world, and now you see it in every country on Strictly Come Dancing.
You do, all over the world. I've got a nice Strictly stat for you. Pasha holds the record for being the only pro to score a perfect 40 with a Paso doble. That was in 2011 with the gorgeous Chelsea Healy. I remember that outfit. Pasha, what makes... Evening, Chelsea, we miss you. What makes the perfect Paso doble?
Perfect Paso doble is all about strength, it's all about the character, and it's all about the partner in front of you.
OK, shall we take to the floor? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home, maybe
insist.
take to the floor and you can join in with this a little bit. So basic steps then, what do we need to do?
Like I said, it's all about marching.
OK.
So if we're going to just start marching in place, start with your right foot.
March. OK. Oh, look at those arms. This is what Ian was talking about, those strong arms. Oh, arms are going up. OK. Oh, yeah. Hands coming down, because of course it's... I'm assuming I'm just walking around. Do I look silly? OK. I hope you're doing this at home, everyone. Oh, and... Oh, hello. Hello, gentlemen. I like that. I like that. Now, what do I need to wear as the lady?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yes, OK.
Because just in case I had a little skirt for you that you can swish around.
OK, thank you.
Would you please put it on?
Thank you very much.
Oh, I can put it on?
Gentlemen, look, yellow is so my colour. I think you'll agree. I love this. Right, OK.
I usually don't do it on Wednesdays, but it's just for you.
He's spoiling us.
Just for you.
Pasha's in a skirt. OK, OK, so teach us what we need to do with our squares. If you're at home, you can do this with a tablecloth or perhaps, you know, I don't know, a tea towel or towel. OK.
This skirt is very heavy. Yeah, it is heavy.
Heavy.
So you wanted to open it wide and make sure that you swish it with as much energy as you can.
OK.
And you have to be swishing it and be proud at the same time.
Oh,
you're proud to be swishing this.
Swisher. OK.
That's a good term.
Is that good?
That's a good term. Yes,
what
and now
about
double one.
What about the fan? Do we need a fan?
Of course, we need a fan. Every respecting herself Spanish lady has a fan.
Like how did you do that? Right, OK. And...
Nice!
Okay.
Very well done.
What do I do with that?
So you hide behind it.
OK. Oh.
When you don't want any extra attention, or then put it away when you're ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready. OK. That's the lady. What about the gentleman? Skirts off, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting quite excited, actually.
I need to get a little bit in a character.
Matador, look at... Oh, he does it so well.
That's how it's done
Marion
properly.
Keats has just passed out watching this. OK. And obviously you need your cape.
Absolutely
Can
right.
you show
You're
us some
absolutely
cape
right.
work?
Yes.
I'm going to clear a little area because I know you get quite carried away with your cape, Pash. OK. Oh, my. Look at that. That is something. Wow. Now, if we've got to put all this together, should we do a little done and join in at home? I hope you've got a partner. If you haven't got a partner, use the dog. Here we go. Right, so how do we start?
We need the music.
Here's the music.
Pass a double face.
Double face.
Pass a double strange position.
Strange position, yeah.
And we start walking around one another. We don't trust one another. We don't know one another yet. And switch.
Oh, switch. Yeah. OK. Oh, hand. What do I do now? I just keep walking around you. Do I just keep looking at you? It's quite, yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, yes. Oh! Is that it?
Beautiful.
Is that the Passadoble? Oh, my Lord.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Excelente! Pasha, you are adorable. Thank you so much. Oh, Pasha Kovalev, everybody. We will do that again. I hope you enjoyed that. We will do another dance card. I may need to lie down after that. It was so exciting. Hopefully, Danny and Oti and Anastasia and Brendan have more stamina than I do. Let's have a look at them in training. I love this jacket on you. It's just beautiful.
So getting started with the foxtrot, it's good fun. It's slow and focused.
8, 1. Bend your knees. It's not a cha-cha.
It's really, really enjoyable once you get it, but it's just that fighting with the routine for the first few days that's so frustrating.
Danny's really good at the pivots. I think he just enjoys the whole rotating and spinning style of it.
I remembered that from the walks. I'm looking forward to it, I think. The Halloween element of it's going to be pretty fun.
We're going into the jive this week, which I'm so excited about. I've been seeing a few jives on the show. It makes me really excited to want to do one myself. I think I could do the jive on stage in a show, a little bit of it, maybe like one kick, and then I'd be out of breath.
It is go from start to finish, and I love that energy. She's going to be brilliant.
Yes. That's it. That's cool. Yeah.
Looking good, sister. Now, on Saturday, we saw Laura announce that due to a bad ankle, she couldn't perform her jive with Giovanni. Well, she's been resting up, and I'm glad to say she's joined us tonight. Laura and Giovanni! Oh, we missed you.
I missed all you guys.
It was another proper shocker moment that we're all watching. I was like, no one told me. How upset were you not to... I know you'd worked so hard on this dance.
Yeah, just watching there Anastasia talking about doing the jive, it's quite upsetting because it's the one that we were really looking forward to doing, and you know, you spend a while learning a dance, you choreograph it, and then we really didn't know right up to the day whether I could dance it or not.
Oh no, that's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, and I feel like there are no tears left to come out anymore because it wasn't easy, but Joe was great, and I have to say thanks to everyone as well, like all the other contestants, they've given me so much support. All the crew, everyone behind the scenes, because if it was up to me, I'd be on that dance floor. And
let me on that floor.
She really want to dance.
I was
She was like, I really want to do the jive.
I'm like, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And they're like, but you can't walk. I'm like,
I'm fine. I can dance. I can't walk.
Why do I need to walk? It's a jive.
Fine,
Was it weird then to be watching at home?
So my best friend, who's the biggest Strictly fan from Dublin, had flown over to sit in the audience to watch.
Oh, no.
So I had to be like, how do you feel about sitting at home and watching it with me while I'll probably be crying and eating a Chinese takeaway? Which is what I did.
Oh, you see, if you're a crispy duck, it makes everything a lot better. And how is the ankle now?
Well, we're being extra cautious with it. So we only just started training again, so we're a little bit behind. And I'm wearing lovely flat boots. I just passed Rob by and he said, I know you've hurt your ankle, but there's no excuse for those boots.
I know Rob Windsor would be like, what are those?
And we...
Yeah, we're taking care of this.
We're taking care of it. And
that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Giovanni, I know I'm not going on about the jive, but it is your favourite. How devastated were you to not be able to...
Well, again, both of us really upset because she was looking forward to learn the jive, and we did a little bit in the beginning. And again, yeah, we were really, really upset. But again, for me, my priority is her health. So maybe it's better like this.
Yeah.
If we were having the final, it's gonna be our show dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault.
I'm gonna get through Saturday, Zoe, to be honest with you. Let's get through Saturday first.
If you're up there, that's what I'm saying.
If not, just do it.
If not,
just do it anyway.
If not, Friday night.
Just do it.
We did a little bit.
Do
We
it
did
now. Now, let's move on then from jive to the tango this week. You've only done a little bit, but how's that gone?
Yeah, I mean, I really, really love the tango. Here we go, here.
Looking good.
And you see me, every time I'm on the right leg, you can see me go,
wince.
But the good thing is, I'm trying to think positive, and the tango is quite a stern face. It's Halloween, so I can just work with the emotions and use it
through
to my advantage.
Through the pain.
But you've choreographed a great dance.
Oh, thank you.
You have.
I'm looking good already.
And then sometimes I say things, I wonder if we can do that on the left leg rather than the right, because it's very painful. It's going to be painful on Saturday, but the doctors have decided that it's not going to do any damage.
Dance through the pain and use it, like you say, in the character. Have you had to adapt it much, Giovanni?
Not really. I mean, it's not an easy routine at all.
Okay.
I know that she's in pain.
Bless you.
But
I'm not
it's
making
still
it easy.
Yeah, no, it's still a competition, so we won't go there and be good.
And we don't want to think about the injury, and I don't want to use the injury as an excuse.
It's still, by the way, the injury is still there, so we need to make sure that everything gets
It's actually making my ankle hurt. Is anyone else's ankle's hurting even talking about it? It is Halloween. Yes. Everyone's got characters. Tell me, who are you going to be?
Mr. and Mrs. Death.
Of course! Well,
of course.
You see, that's even better for the painful face.
Yeah.
You're dancing to Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. Mick Jagger, does he approve? This is the dog, not the lead singer of the Rolling Stones.
It's one of his favourite songs, actually. He's
he did the choreography with me, by the way.
I love that part. Give him a love.
Yeah.
Listen, all the best to you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Dance through the pain.
Yes.
We cannot wait to see you back on the dance.
Stay
You
strong.
must be quite excited to get out there.
I'm just so excited. I was just devastated to miss out on it, and even just being back in here again, and just missing hanging out with everyone, because you get close. It's like it is a family. I know we keep saying that, but it is, and just to kind of get back there and seeing your face on the telly by yourself, I was really jealous. I'm like, who's he talking to? Who's he talking to?
You can always do it on wheelies. Good luck this weekend, Laura and Giovanni. That's all we have time for tonight. Thank you to all my guests. I'll be back here tomorrow at 6:30 with Louise and Kevin and Danny and Oti. Ian is back with part 2 of his warm-up, dressed up, and Vicky gives us a peek of the Halloween creations. Can't wait to see them.
Hello, Scotland!
The Choir, Gareth's Best in Britain, starts Tuesday at 9 on BBC Two.